What's up, you guys? This is the Tiger Master 360XC with a new video here. And I want to talk about, can you steal an art style? Because I think I've seen a couple of videos or like just commentary by people in the past on the internet, on YouTube, on Instagram, where people either have been accused that they stole an art style or they are the accusers of someone stealing their art style. And I really question if someone can actually steal someone's art style. I think it's more like it's kind of weird to kind of come up with the boundaries, because I was thinking like, well, if you created a unique art style and then someone blatantly copied you and then got famous off of that style and they became known as that style. I mean, like, let's say for instance, everyone knows the Dragon Ball Z art style. Everyone can tell when something was drawn by Akira Toriyama. Everyone knows that that's Dragon Ball Z art style. And there's a lot of people who have been inspired by Dragon Ball Z art style. I have personally been inspired by Dragon Ball Z art style. It might not be obvious. I think my art style is inspired by Dragon Ball Z, but I think it's more heavily influenced by like Bakugan and Naruto art style. But when it comes to like the clothing in my art style, especially in my older drawings, it was inspired a lot by Dragon Ball Z. And I mean, you can go on Instagram or DeviantArt and you can see that there's a lot of people who try to mimic Akira Toriyama's art style. But when does it become stealing? That's the big question, because it's like, can you I know you can steal music, but can you really steal a certain style of music? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody really has a copyright or on a particular style. It's more like, what's the type of things that make your style unique from other people? I think it's more or less, it comes from when you have people who really like your style and they try to mimic it, and they just basically draw as closely as possible to you. But in essence, I always feel like it's impossible to really steal someone's art style, because if, let's say for instance, a person really is trying to steal a person's art style, they're always going to still be influenced by the other artworks that they see around themselves. So even though they might think, unless they're like blatantly tracing your artwork, like they legit are tracing your artwork, if they try to draw a character in a position that is different from any of the artwork you've seen that you've drawn, right? Let's say you've drawn a character and they're sitting down and they want to mimic that style, but they want to draw the character standing up. It's always going to be different because they've never seen your character standing up before. So they have to create something out of their head that can kind of give them an idea of what your character would look like standing up. As a result, they're going to be taking different influences out of their mind. Whether they even realize it or not, it could be subconscious. Like, everyone's watched cartoons all their life, and some people have watched so many different animes that they might not realize that they're adding on stuff that you, as the original creator, would not have added to that type of drawing. So in essence, what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't think it's possible to steal an art style. I mean, I know a lot of people were saying that One Piece and Fairy Tail art styles were very similar. Some people were saying that the creator of Fairy Tail has stole, I think it's Oda. Oh my gosh. Isn't that the creator of One Piece? But yeah, basically they're saying that the Fairy Tail had stole or like was heavily influenced by One Piece style. And I think someone had said that they went to the same art school, which is why they have similar styles. But like, when you really look at it, they're two different styles. I feel like no matter how much you try to really like steal, quote unquote, someone's style, is always different. I've seen on Instagram some people who are really good at drawing scenes from Dragon Ball Z, but as soon as they try to draw a commission of like, let's say for instance, a Bulma and a Vegeta picture of like Bulma and Vegeta being loved up, like you've never seen that in anime or mangas of Dragon Ball Z, So as a result, the artist, the Dragon Ball Z artist, has to kind of come out their head drawing these characters in a position they've never seen before. And as a result, the style kind of looks different from when they're actually like using a reference. It looks different. I think that people need to chill out when it comes to criticizing or accusing people of stealing an art style. And I think it's a big image or a big representation of your personal confidence in yourself as a creator, because I feel like nobody is ever able to totally mimic, down pack what another person has. And if you personally feel like if you feel afraid, I feel like that's like a sign that you're afraid that the person who you're accusing is one day going to get out there and get famous or get popular and become known for that style. And it's kind of like a confidence issue in yourself, because you don't personally think that you're able or capable of getting out there yourself to where people will know that, hey, if this other person came up with that style, from mimicking you, that they would know like, hey, well, this is the person who originally had created that kind of unique feel that we've never seen before. It's really about being unique as a person of yourself instead of like focusing so much on other people. I feel like artists are very competitive and we're always looking at other people to see what they're doing instead of really focusing down pack on like the skill sets that you have. Like some people are really good at drawing like robots and like androids, or some people are really good at drawing CG drawings, and then some people are really good at drawing anime or cartoons. Some people are really good at drawing like realism, etc., etc. It's like everyone has like their own thing that they're really good at, and I feel like if you are always trying to like look at other people to see what they're doing, you're just not going to hone in that very thing that you have that makes your art style unique. There's nothing wrong with trying out different things, but I just feel like everyone needs to stop focusing so much on what everyone else is doing. It's really a waste of time. All you're doing is clouding your mind with negativity, because whenever you look at other people and you're so focused on trying to find like, oh my gosh, did they like copy me, or oh my gosh, are they going to get more popular than me? You're just like wasting your time. You're wasting your energy, focusing on these other things. It's like whenever you bring negativity in your mind, because like all you're going to do is just say like, oh, I didn't do this, or I need to do that because this person's doing that and I don't want them to get more popular than me or whatever. You're just wasting so much of your brain power and your energy, just bringing all that negativity into you. Eventually you're going to get worn out, and then you're going to end up not even want to draw anymore. And I think this just comes with experience and more growth and more confidence and being more comfortable in your own shoes. I think that society has created to where a lot of people feel like they have to wear other people's shoes in order to fit in, and that nobody really wants to stand out anymore. And then when I know everyone has like had this one thing where they feel like that's uniquely theirs, and then other people try to copy it or mock it. And I'm just saying, like, if you're really, really good at whatever it is that people are trying to mock, I mean, it's said that mimicking is like the best compliment, and it's obviously showing that what you have going on is something really good, and maybe you need to just focus on that. A lot of people fall into the trap of being so focused on what other people think or what other people are doing, to the point where they just don't get anywhere with themselves. Like, you're so focused on watching other people grow or other people do other things that you just kind of sit there and watch the plant grow without watering your own plant. You just neglect yourself after a while. And I guess that's like the toxicity of the internet, is because like there's so much out there. There's so many different styles. There's so many different artists. There's so many different types of creations. There's so many YouTubers. There's so many Instagrammers. So many ArtStation users. So many Pixievers. I don't know, Twitterers, DeviantArt, Deviants. There's just so many different people out there, to the point where I feel like if you're really that pressed about what other people are doing, whether or not people are mimicking you, if that's really something that's on your mind a lot of times, then you need to just stay off the internet. the internet just isn't for you, or you need to just chill out and stop worrying about that, because all it's going to do is damage yourself. If you're not able to keep yourself focused on your own goals and you're constantly looking at other people and what they're doing, then you're not cut out to really make it that far. You need to be stronger in who you are as a person if you really want to make it out in this cutthroat world, because there's going to be plenty of people who are going to be criticizing you. There might be someone that come up and be like, oh my gosh, you're mimicking me. And you're going to be like, what are you talking about? Right? Like that might happen to you because you're telling other people what goes around comes back around. You telling other people that they're mimicking you. One day someone might say that you're mimicking them. And then it's going to be a big issue. If I'm just serious, like if you feel like you're just going to constantly always compare yourself to other people, then maybe being on social media, being like an online artist just isn't for you. Maybe you need to do more of the traditional route and go into galleries or have conventions and stuff. But I'm just saying, like, you're limiting yourself if you do exclude the internet. That's why I just say it's very vital for you to be able to hone in on who you are as a person and have confidence in yourself. I'm telling you, if you're able to build that type of confidence and understand, it really comes with practice and it comes with practice and learning how to work with your style with many different things to the point where you're not even focused on what other people are thinking. And really being on the internet is very helpful for artists. It has created a big area for artists to make money when it was otherwise that quote unquote saying like, oh, you're starving artist type thing. The internet has created an environment where artists can make a living. And with the understanding, you need to know what type of environment you're getting into, because if you really, really want to make art a thing, you need to really, really, really make your own thing. Okay, nobody goes on YouTube or Instagram just to watch the same videos over and over again. You need to make yourself different from other people, and in whatever way it is, whether it be your style or your personality, you need to do something that's unique and separates you from other people. Stop worrying what other people are doing and what other people care about. So in the end, I don't believe that you can steal someone's art style. I feel like whenever someone tries to steal art style and they do something that's different from what they can reference, they're always going to end up adding something in that the original creator would not have done. In the end, it's kind of like everyone just kind of takes bits and pieces from other people's art and bits and pieces from things that they've seen on TV, etc., etc. So in the end, it's like no one's art is 100% original, but in the end, like no one's art is stealable with that same respect. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am drawing one of my teacher's designs. It's a girl, I guess just an Afro girl. I don't really have a name for her. Let me know in the comments a name for her, a really unique name. Oh yeah, actually no, I do have a name for her. I think it's Naija. Yeah, her name's Naija. Yeah, this character's name is Naija. So let me know in the comments how you feel about this topic, whether or not someone can steal an art style. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for weekly videos. And I hope you guys have a great day. Tatiana is actually I don't know if people realize this, but Tatiana is an actual person. She's not a mermaid. A mermaid's not real. Even if you do believe mermaids are real, mermaids are not human. Like point blank, whether or not